Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm participating again in the hashtag ABC April 2025 collaboration hosted by Margreth of Seven Plaza and Toni of Crafty by Toni, and I'll put the links below in the description box. And there are other YouTubers doing this as well, so just put the hashtag in ABC April 2025 and you'll see other artists doing this as well. So I'm doing day 3 for C, and I come up with a prompt of my own of using circles. Now you've seen me make one of these hidden journaling spots before. Just come undone, sorry. But I'm just going to concentrate on doing the closure, which is done by circles. Now I'm lucky enough to have these circles in my stash. They were from a freebie in a Facebook group ages ago, so that freebie would be gone by now. You can use trace around lids if you don't have, or if you've got dies, you can use that, or anything that's small you can trace around. So to give my closures a bit of depth, so they're not just like that. They are on cards, they are on 160 GSM paper, but still not thick enough for my liking, so I like to put on something else as well. Sometimes I put two of these together because it's just easier rather than trying to find a bit of scrap paper, bit of card. But today I've got a bit of scrap bit of card, so let's find another one that matches. Something I just thought, oh, circles, because something in circles I always forget about as well, and I thought this would actually make me use some small circles in my creations as well. They're very versatile. I use them a lot in my card making. Because they're a good shape to build things around. You're probably wondering why I've got so many circles, little circles out. Well, you can use them for page decoration. So what do I mean by that? Is that sometimes you want to decorate the edge of your page, and it's good to come up with something that's a little bit different. And I've just realised I've got to get my paper clips out, which is annoying. Not my paper clips, but brads. Sorry. So I'm just going to put a hole through the middle of that, and a hole through, guessing where the middle of the top of this is, just there. And same for here. That's just there. Just sort of lining it up if I can, and do the hole through the two. And you've got a brad. Got big ones and small ones here, so we'll find some small ones. I thought I had some small ones in there. Oh, there's a small one. So I'm probably ahead of my European counterparts because I live in Australia, and we're a bit ahead. Or was it behind? I always forget. When I looked, it was when they did 7:30 p.m. on Sunday night. It was 5 o'clock here on Monday, so they're there in front of us really. Then. Oh, that one there. Easy. If you've got pre-made circles, it's easy. A bit of string. That'll do. And I'm just going to put string around one of them. Doesn't matter which one. I tend to sort of go around the top one, just around the top one. And then you've got, I think they call them document closures, this kind of closure. Oh look, because like in the old days you used to sort of see them around document envelopes. I think that's what it's called. I wouldn't want to swear on that. I'm just still some terminology I'm not up to speed on, so always learning something. And just tie it tight and just cut off the bit that's dangling on the edge here. You don't want that. Carefully, don't cut the circle, and then you just wrap it round like that a couple of times, and then just cut off the end, and it doesn't come undone. So I'm just gonna, I'm not sewing my signature together yet, so that's why it's a bit floppy and a bit loose. It's not sewn in. Then I'm going to do for another of my signatures, I'm going to decorate a page. Would help if I had it around the right way, wouldn't it, really? This one here's a little bit damaged, so I mean that looks really good. So I don't want to have too much on the edge here, so I could just put a line of glue down the bottom. But the trouble is with this is that the backs are all white, so I'm just going to go around with some, because I will go around with some ink afterwards, because it was printed off from a digi I got from, like I said, from a Facebook group. Don't do this two the same straight next to each other, do I? Mix them up, make them different. And that gives it a bit of added interest then. Probably should have cut that one a bit better. This one, I was lucky I had the right tones for this one, really. Look how easy this has come together, because I've already got the circles all done, ready to go. So I cut them out watching some TV yesterday. I had my had a yearly flu COVID injection yesterday, and a couple of days ago it just knocked me for 6 of COVID when one did. I mean, we've had 2 together before, but we were younger then, so we think we won't do two together again, because I wasn't good afterwards at all. My arm is still crazily sore. And that's how you decorate a page. And if you've got enough, you could do another page. This bottom one is going to be a bit funny, so I might have to just do half of one. I've done that one just recently. That one maybe. Now pop, I'll cut that off later. I'll pop this underneath so you can see how effective it looks. It does look really effective, I think. Just has a edge thing, and because I haven't got them sticking out very far, there isn't a lot to cover over, so I've just got a little bit, which I'll do some inking afterwards when we're finished. If I've got time. See, here we go. Here we go. So for my other ones, I'm not going to stick them in because I don't really know where I'm going to put them yet. Oh, I actually do. I need to stick one of them in. So I'm just going to make the signature, the third signature. Now, I made 3 signatures. So for this one, let's just find a spot. It'll do. Got a medium-sized circle, and all I'm going to do is ink the edges. Could do that side or this side. this is from a lace kit on Etsy. This was from my stash that I did some scanning of some of my big lace pieces. I think I might do that side. I don't know. I could always decorate a bit more later on with some more lace. So for this one, you can just fold it in half. I'm probably teaching the converted here, who already know all these tricks. And just pop it there, and it'll be a tuck spot, so you can grab a tag and just pop it in like that. Okay, so how you stick them on is by gluing down the middle. And the bottoms, just a little bit. I find that if you do it too high, then you end up getting your ephemera that you want to put in there, not a bit smaller than you'd like. So this could probably hold a little bit of a bigger ephemera now, because I've finally cut it down a small way. So what that say? So that's what you could do with a circle for another thing. And I'm not going to do the other one because you've seen me do one, you don't need to see me to see two. And then for the last one, which I've not actually done myself, is make pockets. So just got some tea stained paper that I got off Etsy from Bellbird Vintage, and just going to fold my bits of paper in half, in it like this, and in a little bit like that. You know what I should have done? Yes, okay. Just so to make it easy to see what is happening. Probably should have inked them up, which takes ages, so I probably could have done this beforehand. I remember to cut the circles beforehand. I did cut my circles with die cuts, with dies, sorry. If you don't have circular dies, you can use a double-sided, you know, anything that's round, a cup, a saucer, a plate, a lid, double-sided, any tape you may have. Like I've got double-sided tape here, you could toast around that. Anything that's round, really, which is what I used to do in the old days, to try and use a plate, but never very successfully before I got all my dies. So you can make your little pocket like that. Obviously the bigger circle you have, the bigger pocket you have, or you can make them smaller, the size smaller, to make a bigger pocket. So I'm just going to put that down. Oh, I don't need to glue the middle, do I? Otherwise what will happen is that anything that goes in there will get stuck. Not thinking straight here. Okay, so that goes up like that. And you've got room for a tag. Perfect. Then you can put some writing, you know, put numbers on there, or some stamps, or decorate it with some lace, or whatever you like, really. So it's just pretty easy. Let's see if we can make a big one. I don't know if I can. Okay. Right, see how I go for this one. See if we can do it narrower. If that works. I don't think it does actually. It doesn't look like a proper pocket then, does it? go up like that. You could actually tell a lie, you could make a pocket like that, because once you turn it round, you do the pocket the other way. So you can make a little bag type thing there, or you can turn it around. See if I can find a bigger tag. See if I can find a bigger tag. That could go like that in the pocket. Why didn't I think of that? Because you didn't. Now you did, so that's good. Easy. And I'm sure people knew that already, but I didn't. Good to find out these things by yourself, isn't it really? That's one good thing about doing these collabs. You learn things that you didn't know before. And then again, you can just decorate your pocket and however you like to make it a bit more interesting. So I can have it this way or the other way, up to you. And then, like I said, you can do pocket for, sorry, a tuck spot with this half a circle, and then you can do the edging with circles. So there's just a couple of ways you can use circles, and I'm sure that you may have some more, but they're the only ones that I could think of off the top that I could think of that I haven't thought of myself. I mean, I have thought of using circles before, but I think I did actually do it once before with something. I think it looks really effective if that's the kind of look you want for something a little bit different. Tuck spot and pockets. Hope that gives you some ideas of things to go on with. I could actually create a tag like that. Actually, sorry, I was going to close it off then, but I just thought of something new for me. I could actually make a tag of that, so you could put a hole through it and decorate that. So use just a use my crocodile for this. Hopefully it'll work properly. At the top. And what colour? So it's all those browny colours. Let's do a brown one. Copper kind of one. Oh. Didn't do it very straight, did I? Oh, well, it doesn't matter, because it could be anyway, really, for a tag. And then press it down. Oh. Sometimes these little things don't go to plan. This got stuck the other day when my husband was trying to unstick it for me. Got it, that's better. Oh, it's stuck on there. Why is it doing? Oh, there, got it. And then you can decorate that again, like I said, with different things. I've got a word here. Live every day with intention. Perfect. This is from the kit that I'm using, the Stamperia old lace collection. And then you can decorate a bit more, but I don't have any of my little decorative bits. I don't have any of my decorative bits out, which is not a sensible thing to do. I've got some things in here. I've got some little flowers I have. Probably got to use that one there. Let's do that. Take that off. There's like a pretend pin there. Put the decoration. No, I'm just going to actually leave it like it is. Just use some real lace a bit afterwards. And because I've mangled the thing, I'm going to just show you. Just going to get a little pin in a minute and pop it there, and that'll just be my tag to pop in a pocket. It's too big to go in this pocket, but it'll go in a different pocket, or maybe I could even just pin it to a page. Something a little bit different. But I don't know where my little pins are. I've got a feeling it's in the cupboard way over there. I'll have to look after it, but that's my thinking. I could even use a pin and pin it just for something. Oh, there you go. Some different ideas there. Hopefully you will have a try doing some things with some circles and see what you can come up with. I'm sure you can come up with a lot more things than I did, and have fun while you're doing it. And there's lots of other ideas from other people, and you may see some other ideas, including some of the ones that were in the prop. They're just some ideas of things you could try. And this is in my Pinterest. If you look for cave border hashtag, and in the board hashtag ABC April 2025, you'll see this there. Thank you very much for being here today. Check out Margreth and Toni, and I'll put their links below, and all the other people doing this collab. It's fun. I'm already having fun. See you later. Bye.